Hi there, welcome to Soulfully Illumined. Today's video, we're going into messages for a starseed. It's been a while since I've done this one, and I don't know, I've been feeling it lately. And so we're going to see what wants to come through for you at this time. And see what Spirit wants to bring through in regards to a message for a starseed, you. Okay, so we're starting off with the empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. And bottom of the deck says double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Oh, interesting. We have a bit of a gateway here with the mirror, and then we have a gateway here with the golden children. Tenderness, innocence, inner child, rare gifts. What I'm feeling here with these cards is it's truly time for your freedom. For some of you that have been doing the mirror work or are conscious of the mirror work, perhaps to some degree a little too much conscious to the mirror work, we're at this junction now, this point where we're getting beyond the mirror work, moving into a time of greater expansion. You know, if you're unfamiliar with the mirror work, it's the concept of everything being a reflection of you. Now, some people would say that's not the case. And I'm not here to dispute that. I'm just here to relay the messages. But what's coming through here is it's time to get beyond the mirror. And it's the mirrors of the past. All of those things that you may see around you, and getting beyond all of the hurt, all of the pain, all of the old experiences, and moving into a time of greater ease, greater expansion, greater peace, greater creativity. As you move beyond the past and you stand in your, I'm hearing, glory in the present moment, what comes forth is a new divine way of looking at life, a new divine and empowering way of speaking your truth. Because you see, beyond the past, you are nothing. And by nothing, I don't mean insignificant, but by nothing, I mean you are beyond the old, beyond the new, beyond everything. You are the universe. You are everything and nothing at all. And from that space of nothingness is where we truly create in the purity of our spirit. And with the double mission message, you know, to be in this world and to live in this experience requires an aspect of us, which feels like you've been doing for a long time, but now moving into this new way of being, this new portal, gateway, whatever you want to call it. It's a time to really truly express and be free from the past mirrors, and moving into a time of just freedom of expression. When I say that, does that invoke some fear in you? Because, like I said, you are nothingness and everything all in one. And what they ask is, do you trust in your goodness, in your power to create something beautiful, something magical? Now is the time for you to dream it into being. Now is the time for you to ask yourself, what does that mean to you? What type of life do you dream of? What's going to put a smile on your face and help you to say to yourself, yeah, I did that, and that was awesome. You're being asked right now to go into that nothingness and to create forth from that. For some of you, that may feel a little bit more anxiety or stress or fear in the darkness. So for example, at night, you're a little bit more anxious at night than in the day. You're being asked to go into that. And move through that fear. Because as you move through that fear, which is that box, you come out the other side. It's so crazy how this imagery is just like, it's so connected. But you move through that other side to just like everything and this ability to create and be that alchemist that you are. You're a creator, viewer. You are a creator. And with that, in that nothingness, you have something to really bring forth that is uniquely yours into this world. Serve the world by being you. That's truly what it's about. So let's continue on. I'm using the sacred, I think it's the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. You've done this before. You truly have. You've done this before, and this could be in other worlds, in other dimensions, but you've done this before, where you've just walked through the barriers and gotten through the other side. We have Legacy of Light, and it's a card 7. And then we have here, that also pulled out, releasing, what is that? Releasing allegiances. Interesting. Yeah, okay. So what I'm getting here is that, you know, you've been doing, or you have done a lot of inner child healing. You may have experienced a lot as a child. You know, it could be karmic clearing. It could be, you know, issues with parents and family, things like that. But the thing is, you're such a powerful soul that it was just, you just walking into a space brought sunshine, helped transmute the environment. And you being an empath and sensing the environments around you, you may have taken it in. And part of it is the responsibility. And it could have been responsibility that you held within your family. It could be responsibility that you just took on because you're such a powerful soul. And through that, have been able to just really transmute it and bring it to something greater. But they're saying now that it's time to release the binds. It's time to release those things that have held you back. Whether it's those relationships, whether it's those mental patterns, or those thoughts or belief systems that's been tying you back. But it's time to let it go. Because what it's doing is it's holding you back. It's holding you back from becoming and creating the you that is meant to be here. Like, notice here how it goes from like the black, the white, the grays, and then we're moving into the colors here. And it's just like you're beyond, you're so much more than the confinements that you put yourself in. And it's time to release those relationships and those ties that have been holding you back and that have been keeping you small. Because you are meant to expand, bring it into form, a 41, firm foundation in your unique presence in the here and now, without looking back. You are ready. And you may not feel like that. And some of that is, well, most of it is the mental processes and residual energetic stuff in your field. But it's a choice because you are so powerful. And when you set your mind to something, my friend, you get it done. It happens for you. As you. Your field is so strong and powerful. Your will is so strong and powerful. You will find that your words will carry more weight. You will find that as you speak, it will be. You will find that when you speak, people will listen because there's codes in your voice. There's codes in your energy field that are impacting the masses. You see, you're so much more than your past. And you no longer need to absorb what's not yours. You're moving into a more sovereign time where you can really co-create with the universe. You can really create something beautiful for the masses. This is a huge tipping point for you. A huge tipping point where you actually get to go out and play. The fairies are coming in for you. And they're helping you to move beyond the heaviness. So you may see like fairy wings or even angel wings, or like start to see like lights around you if you haven't already, like orbs or whatnot around you, or like, you know, something move in the distance, like a quick, you know, move of energy in the distance. You're being asked to look up and look around you and see beyond the physical realm. Where are we going next? We're going here. Messages for the Starseed spirit. We have the second chakra. We're doing one more. One more. Resisting. So this was reversed. And then we have here. Okay. I hope you can see all that. Let's see. Let's move that up a little more. Okay, so we have the second chakra, the sacral chakra, and that's right under releasing allegiances. Your greatest allegiance is with yourself. Your greatest relationship is with yourself, and your ability to create truly comes from within. If you're feeling that emptiness within you, that it's almost like, you know, those relationships aren't so satisfying for you at this present time. It's because you're being asked to go within and to find that sacredness, that connection towards yourself. It's almost like an aspect of yourself coming forth, this higher essence coming down and giving yourself that support. You're connecting. Interesting. Okay. You're connecting those three aspects of yourself. What is it? The crone, the maiden, and what's the third one? The child? I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. All three aspects of yourself, whether you're female or masculine, you're connecting all three aspects of yourself in a more solid way. You may have some Kundalini awakening at this point, so you may feel some shivers through the spine, or like maybe some third eye activations going on, right? Headaches, pressure, sinus stuff going on. And that's because there's some sort of rebalancing, a strengthening that's happening between these three major aspects of yourself. But this time for you is to really just connect with you if you're feeling that emptiness, if you're feeling that period of being alone and having that weight and burden on yourself. With the Angel of Strength in reverse, with the bottom of the deck, and then the fourth chakra, it's really about coming into alignment with yourself and your needs, and your power will just emerge from that connection with your heart. But it's through the focus of setting those boundaries with others, with those things that just aren't fulfilling anymore. And that could be, and I keep going back to absorbing what's not yours, looking at everyone and feeling that responsibility, because it's not your responsibility. Your responsibility, if you choose to take it, is to align with your own light, is to be in your state of joy and harmony. And so really, truly, that connection right now between your heart and that sacrum, that sacral plexus of finding that relationship. And to me, the sacral plexus is very much the divine feminine energy, the energy of being, of creation. And it's like you are coming into this time, my friend, of creating a stronger version of yourself. And in turn, that mirror will be reflected back to you. But you're in a transition time, Starseed, where you're moving through that mirror and deciding something different for yourself. We have here door to personal healing and happiness. Another doorway. Isn't that interesting? You're moving into a time of greater peace, of greater ease. And it's daunting, right? It's kind of like, well, that's the unknown. I don't know what's in the unknown. Is it going to give me that security that I am so used to having? Because I'm so used to this matrix and how it's been built. But let me ask you, is it satisfying? Is it giving you that joy? That ability to be free and create and experience the way that you've wanted to? Please take what resonates, leave what does not. But there's a lot of beauty on the other side for you. You have another 7, a 3, 4. You got a 7 and a 7 here. Spiritual growth, spiritual insight. I'm hearing it's a time of reckoning. And by that, I'm getting like a time of you just clearing out that clutter of what serves you, what doesn't, what lifts you up, what raises that head up to enjoy the fruits of your labor, fruits of your world, and what just brings you back down into your head, feeling of lack, feeling of fear. Because as you go through that doorway, you're not looking back. But the key here, my friends, is to focus. And to follow your vision. Because as you follow your vision and you keep walking, you're transmuting the past from your own energy field and you're transmuting it all around you. Your reality's shifting. Your matrix is shifting. Bring it into form. Hell yeah. With the footprints, you've already left your mark. If you feel like you're leaving people behind, you've left your mark with them. You've done what you could do. You've helped those around you just by being in their field. Haven't you ever been with someone and you guys were talking about like absolutely nothing, right? Like nothing that like really solved any of your issues, but just being in their presence just made everything better. You felt so much better walking away. That's what you do for people. Sometimes you don't need to do so much. You just need to be there. And you have been there. But it's like, you gotta just keep going because as the card below says, what you want wants you. And that's a 7 as well, 1, 6, 7. So those relationships that you're wanting, that partnership that you want, those things that you want, they want you too. And they're waiting for you on that other side. Keep going. All right, so we're gonna go into the Animal Oracle deck. Oh, we're doing a lot of Oracle decks today. All right, messages for the Starseed. Spirit. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have Otter Spirit. You are never alone. I love this card. This is like my favorite card in the deck. Such a great card. Yeah, because it's like, it's through that heart space. You see the heart there, right? Like it's through that heart space. It's through you connecting with your heart and really building that relationship with yourself. You're going to realize that you have everything. You have all the tools that you need. You already have everything at your disposal to create the world that you want. And then here with the Vulture Spirit, it says nothing is wasted. And I feel like when it comes to like your relationships, you may feel like you may have some anger within you, some resentment on how things didn't play out maybe the way that you wanted them to, or you know, you're not really getting the support that you really wanted in certain relationships, or you weren't getting the wisdom or the intellect or the knowledge that you may have wanted from other people, that support. But what I'm getting here is that there's certain things that just kind of needed to happen in your life. There's certain relationships that needed to play out that the way that they had to play out. And that could be some sort of karmic clearing. It could be because you needed to strengthen certain aspects of yourself and how you move in the world. It could be certain experiences that your soul just called in for this lifetime, but you left your mark. You left your mark and you did what you needed to do, and you changed the way that things can play out. You opened up the possibilities for something greater in the collective field. You did your job. So if you feel like things haven't worked out, what's coming through is nothing is ever wasted. And sometimes we don't understand why certain things happen the way that they did. But in the grand scheme of life, beyond our mind and our rational thinking, there was a reason. And the sweet results are coming. So here with Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Moving into this next chapter for you, or through this gateway for you, viewer, it's like it's going to require you to, I'm giggling because it's just, sometimes I giggle. I'm like, damn it. Sometimes you're going to have to claim your independence. You're going to have to see life your way. But how fun is that? To do it your way, to use your own creativity, not being stuck in a box. Hence the double mission. Serve the world by being you. Moving into this whole new reality, or through this gateway into, yes, a whole new reality, and doing it your way. As Frank Sinatra says. Or Usher. Depending on the genre. But you're moving into a time where you're seeing things differently. If you don't already see the layers of reality that's happening around you, through the past, through the present, and what could shape up to be your future, you will. It's coming through. It's like once you get through all of the clutter of the past, you'll be able to see more clearly what you have in front of you, the choices, the opportunities, and what feels good for you to move forward. And you are never alone. But this time is a time of deeper connection with your heart and getting beyond the mirror. Energetic sovereignty. Very nice. We're going to end this reading with a dream card. I love these cards. They're great cards. So, for a message for the Starseed Spirit, what do they need to know? It takes courage to pursue your dreams. It takes courage to be who you are, to do what feels right. It takes courage to face the fears that have the power to hold you back. Be brave and the world will be yours. That's your card. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. You may want to read that again at a later date. So, that is your reading, Starseed. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.